What I was gonna say is, if Prodigy's playing a game, he should overlay it on the podcast just as like a background gameplay sort of thing. Just so people aren't staring at a fucking like whatever, like the thing you put on the last podcast.
Podcast is supposed to. It's what you're supposed to listen to.
Yeah, but it's
for listening, not watching.
It's for listening, unless you're H3.
Yeah, but we're broke, so.
Dude, we should get like an entire studio if this podcast gets really nice. Like, we should just get a huge studio.
Yeah, literally like H3O.
Yeah, like we'll literally call it like H3O. I'm ready.
Okay, well,
fuck.
Whose fucking keyboard is going?
CJ's. CJ's always done that. CJ, do you have a mouse? Like not a mouse, a desk mic, or do you have like a microphone like on your headset?
No, I have a desk mic. I'm trying to get a.
No wonder.
Yeah, because I always thought about that. I was like, dude, there's no way like your mic picks up that much. I was like, that's crazy.
No, it is on my desk. It's just that I need to. I'm trying to get a mic stand.
Well, fucking get one then.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
They're like fucking $8.
Do you have $8, Prodigy?
You did.
No, that's what I fucking thought.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I was like, who was the one asking for $5 not too long ago?
Not me.
Ooh, pistols. Water.
Hold up, I'm gonna pull up my Twitter. Others.
All right. So I think like one of the things that we should really get into is obviously Black Ops 4 news with the.
We
leaks.
talk about that game every single time.
Because, dude, it's such a popular game, dude. I mean, any Call of Duty title is popular. And
I don't think we should talk about Black Ops 3 again. I think we should talk about Blackout specifically.
You're right. We shouldn't talk about Black Ops 3 because that's an old game. We should talk about Black Ops 4.
Black Ops 4, whatever. There's too many of them. I get mixed up.
Yeah, no, that's what we were going to talk about was the Blackout. And that's just...
Yeah, I've got tons of info.
What's this math have to do with anything? This is numbers. This is
exactly.
There's no addition in this. There's no subtraction.
There's a +1 on Black Ops 3. Okay, and that makes it Black Ops 4.
Yeah. Oh jeez. Yeah, but I think that it would be really dope to sit there and look at the. I mean, I haven't seen the map personally, but I know CJ has. So CJ, can I talk about what's on the map and talk about like
big tits.
All right. So basically, oh fuck, I'm trying to get this here. Here, I can link y'all the map real quick.
No, I don't want to link the
I
map.
don't want to link.
I want you to tell me.
Yeah, fuck
oh,
you,
okay. Okay, fine. I'll just tell you about the map.
Because the people that are seeing this is not going to see the map. They're just going to go and slog
put the map on the screen.
I'm like, you could edit in.
Well, guess what? You're listening, not seeing. Remember?
Actually, no, I can't because I'm.
Podcasts are for listening, not seeing. You listen and you see with your mind.
Well, if
all
you'd
right.
like to look at the map,
So
there it is.
I don't.
All right.
I want you to explain.
I can put a map, like a picture of it, on the screen.
Yeah. So basically, just going from the top to the bottom, it is composed of. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 13 different maps that have been released throughout the entire Black Ops franchise. Yeah, it's 13 different maps into one big Blackout map. And in the north, we have estates, and then we have construction site, train station, and hydro dam. And to the west, we have Nuketown Island, which is on its own island, but can be accessed by 2 bridges. And once you're back on land, you have array and cargo docks. And and then right dead in the center, you have firing range, and then Rivertown kind of south to that. And then in the south part of the map, we have fracking tower, factory, and turbine. And all these different points of interest they're spaced out pretty evenly, and most of it looks like a very.
It looks like they took more places from Black Ops 2.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of on Black
Probably because that was
Ops 2.
the better maps.
Yeah, that's where all the really good maps came from.
I mean,
And
I think I'm really gonna be interested. I feel like Nuketown's probably gonna be one of the hotter spots. I mean, I
For
don't know,
sure.
because I mean, it's an island, so I mean, obviously, if you fight off everyone, you don't have to worry about anybody else unless they're coming for the bridges, and
yeah, but
especially
like
it's gonna
it's
be a
not.
hot topic as well, because like
Fucking
all you have to watch is basically the um the bridges, then you're basically can just isolate yourself in there.
Yeah, but you have to remember there is going to be a zone closing in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the zone could close into that like spot.
It could, but I think they said that they've made it so that it doesn't close in. Like it's random, but it can be guided. That's how they said that the circle works, and that sometimes it will go to one specific area, but they've tried to keep it not.
Well, then that means there's going to be an algorithm, man, and people can just learn the algorithms. Unless well, they did say it was random, so
There
probably
is
not.
an
But
there's an algorithm in Fortnite, but there's just a fuck ton of them. So there's like over
yeah,
100.
there's so many algorithms, it's not even worth learning them all.
Yeah.
It's probably closer to like a random number generator that goes through it every single time with a new circle, and it just has to adjust for the location.
Yeah.
But yeah, they said that what they wanted to do was do something like that, but they also wanted to make it intense. So like, so it does close in on a specific area. So sometimes it could close in on Nuketown, and you're gonna battle it out on Nuketown, or it could be on Firing Range, Turbine, any of the different different points of interest on the map. And they have confirmed that it will only be 80 players. That they originally started testing it with 100, and that they felt that the game went better with only 80 players.
I mean, that makes sense. I mean, the only reason I feel like it shouldn't be 100 players is because Fortnite's a third-person game. So I mean, if you think about third person versus FPS. So I mean, third person's obviously a lot more different, and especially with the building aspect, it goes a lot different as well. Because obviously you have building the things on the Call of Duty. You're basically it's gonna be like a multiplayer map, like a multiplayer game. You know, just a giant free for all match, so to speak.
Right.
So.
I think now I'm more hyped for it than I was before, like before seeing them out.
Dude,
Right.
the map looks dope, and it's got a real nice form.
Are they
Like I
gonna be
said,
like vehicles and stuff, or is it just gonna be walking?
yeah, there is confirmed there are 5 vehicles, and
Vehicular devices.
there are vehicular devices, and they all have their different pros and cons. All the vehicular devices. So you got your ATVs, you know, what you fuck your cousin on when you're out in the country.
So Indian vehicular devices. Vehicular.
Particular this doohickeys. Little doo-dinglings
I
thingamabobs.
love my cousin.
But yeah,
Out-
so you have
Out here, my cousin's
ATVs.
name's Betty. We know what I fuck her on? An artillery device.
And I believe the ATVs are probably they said that the ATVs are the fastest vehicles, but they are the most vulnerable. They can actually be taken down with one really well placed shot.
Yeah, I mean, if you shoot them in like the tires, I mean, you gotta have something going. See, my question
I don't know
is,
if it's the tires. It's probably like a gas tank that you gotta like
I
hit
guess,
right.
yeah, I guess, yeah.
Mhm.
But my question is like, one thing I'm wondering on how it's gonna work is are they gonna make anything breakable? Like, because obviously, are they gonna make a PUBG like? Are they gonna make it unique? Like, can you break a wall in like Siege? Are they gonna make it like that?
Well,
Wondering.
no one asked if there's gonna be like destructible environments.
Yeah.
But so we don't know. Obviously, the beta comes out in a few days, I think.
Yeah. When does the beta come out?
Fuck. Let me see. It's somewhere here. I'm pretty sure. I think it's either the 7th or the 11th. I can't remember.
When does the full game come out again?
October 12th.
Yeah, October, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're October 12th. That is when it comes out. Let me see. The beta is scheduled for. Oh shit! I was wrong. All right. It begins on the 10th on PlayStation 4. So in 5 days' time, I believe that's on Monday. Yeah, that's next Monday. That's weird. Yeah, the beta starts on the 10th on PlayStation 4, and oh, dude, that fucking sucks. Xbox One players and PC players get it on the 14th with the entire game. Yeah, the entire game being released on October 12th. Yeah, dude, that fucking sucks. Xbox One players and PC players only get it for like a few days. PS4
That's how it
players get it for
usually
like a whole.
is.
Yeah, but like usually, like well, I guess that makes sense, but that sucks, dude. I don't like that.
I'm probably not gonna get the beta.
It sucks. I mean, you could go to like GameStop and give them like $5 and be like, "All right, give me my receipt."
Prodigy doesn't have $5.
He was begging for $5.
All right, suck their dick to save you a copy or some shit. I don't know.
I think
But-
I'm probably just gonna get the full game when it comes out.
Where are we gonna get the money from, huh?
Sucking dick. All right.
I may have a job by then though, so
Yeah, but I mean, the game I think is going to be really cool, and I think my question is what is competitive going to be like? Because obviously, if Blackout is there, does that mean that there's going to be an entire different branch?
I don't know.
I don't know. I doubt they'll be doing
It may not
competitive
even-
Blackout anytime soon. I think what they're focusing on is just what competitive as it currently is, and they are updating all their competitive info this month on the 19th. They're going to be live streaming it on the 19th. That's when they will reveal the entire, the handbook and everything that the players need to go through for qualifications, as well as teams and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there are speculations, and there's even a lot of pro players that are speculating this, that they might move to a 5v5 competitive mode.
See, I'm totally fine with that as long as Karma gets on Optic, because I know they have right now. Optic's main squad is they got the Octane. They took him off the roster, and now Octane's on 100 Thieves. 100 Thieves is making their competitive team now, which is really interesting because their team was awful before. So it's going to be really, really different to see something like that happen. Especially with a player as good as Octane. I mean, I don't know how good he will be onto this game, but because they all just grinded it, and you didn't really get to see a lot of pro players because they all had a dream to, be good at World War II. But I mean, that's a start. I mean, it's a really good start. Now, I mean, a lot of roster mania stuff's happening, but my question is that no one's speculating Karma to be on Optic, but yet if you look at Optic's Karma's Twitter page, he still has the Optic Gaming background as the banner on his Twitter. He still has an Optic Gaming thing onto
because he's still under Optic, but he even said that he's just a streamer. Yeah, he's not a pro player. He's just like a streamer for them.
No, not I know, but he said he was gonna come back in Black Ops 4 though. You remember? He's like, I'm just gonna get off for now, and that's what he said. He was quitting, but he said he was gonna come back.
No, he said he was retiring. Yeah, originally when he first got dropped, he said he was done. He wasn't gonna be playing competitive anymore, and then as the months went by, and Black Ops 4 was revealed, and all this cool shit about Black Ops 4, he was like, you know what, I might hop back in for Black Ops 4. So
that's my question. I mean, yeah, he's a streamer, but I mean, have you seen him stream the BF4? I mean, I watched every stream that he did on BF4, and the guy got 60 kills per game. And I mean, I got 60 kills per game, not to brag on or anything like that, but I mean, I'm really good at the game because I'm dope. But no, but he was really good at the game, and he also did scrims and stuff like that. He played pro scrims against other teams. So he was playing competitively. So my question is if he's good enough and if he makes it, is he gonna go onto the one of the missing spots? Because one thing I'm thinking of is, I mean, could this be a year? Because what Optic needs right now is an AR main because they don't have Octane anymore. They haven't released anything on the new roster for a new person. The only 3 players we know about is just Crim6, Scump, and Methods. Methods is still on the team. They didn't take Methods off. So my question is are they going to take Karma? Are they waiting to see? Because I think my question is if it is a 5v5 confirmed, I feel like they're going to put Karma on there. I feel like Karma's going to be the the wild card. You know, like I mean, obviously they're gonna need a main AR, but I mean, just think about that. If they have Karma on there plus another main AR, I mean,
Yeah,
that's a good 5-on squad. I mean, that's just what I'm thinking.
There's nothing wrong with the original. There's nothing wrong with the original lineup. You know, with Krim, Scump, Karma. Who's the other guy?
Formal, you fucking pleb.
Yeah, I don't really care about. But
you just piss me off, you kick.
You'll be fine.
Anyway, continue.
There's nothing wrong with that original lineup. It's just that for some reason they just didn't want to play with each other anymore. And
that's not what it was. They did not want to play with each other. They wanted to stay as a team. The organization's the one that did it. No one on Optic chose for them to split.
I remember Krim was throwing some shade at I forgot who it was. He was throwing shade at someone on the team. I just don't remember who it was because someone didn't want to play with somebody else.
No. They were mad because Optic was onto there and no one backed him up because they wanted to win, and that's what they were mad about. And the whole thing about that is I mean, it's whatever, you know. I mean, you got to do what you got to do to win. I mean, they didn't win anyway, but I mean, LG got farther than Optic did onto their squad onto there, which is kind of ironic. But no, they all wanted to play together, and I mean, Formal even said that like he didn't care that Optic dropped him because he knew, you know, that's what had to be done. That it wasn't their choice, you know. I mean, Scump even tweeted out, "This sucks, you know. Don't want to lose you, whatever. Wish you the best of luck," stuff like that. I mean, it's just things like that they didn't want to break apart. But anyway, going back to the original point, I feel like if there is a 5v5 or 5v5, I feel like it actually could be Karma coming back to competitive playing for Optic. I mean, he's already on Optic, so I mean, what better to do somebody who already has 3 rings to come back on and play some more when he already played scrims and he was already a monster in it. I mean, he was so good. I mean, just me personally watching him, he was really good, just movement wise. But I feel like Karma definitely, if it's 5v5, Karma will for sure have a spot on that team roster. There's no doubt in my mind that he'll be one of the people. I mean, there's no way he won't be. My question is though, what are the roles going to be? Since I mean, you obviously have either you have a sub heavy team, you have a
you could have 2 subs, 2 ARs, and then one like, long range.
But like you have your anchors, you have your OBJs, you have your sub slays, and then you have your main ARs.
And you can have people that what is it called? Like, you can have someone that just controls one entire sight line, like one entire sight line on the side of the map, so your team has easy access for that. You know, so like let's say if they get like a really good sniper, they could just have a sniper and just like, all right, you're gonna sit on this sight line. We're gonna make sure you don't get flanked, but you make sure you cover this sight line. Anyone tries covering this sight line, you either take them out or call them out. You know, and I think that's gonna be a really good advantage because you know I don't know why, but they love 3-lane maps. And I got nothing wrong with 3 lanes, just that 3 lanes kind of basic and they don't don't do it right. It works. It gets boring after a while. Like you hop into a match, you don't really have to learn the map because they're basically all the same. You just got to learn like the different, workarounds, how to get from one lane to the next.
Well, I mean, every game has 3 lanes. I mean, even CS:GO has 3-lane maps. So I mean, it's not like it's just.
Yeah, but there's more layers to that though. You know what I mean? It's like that. Yeah. That's not even just 3 lanes because Call of Duty it's strictly 2-dimensional. You know what I mean? There's not like you can have a gunfight on a specific level of the map. It's like no, it's 2-dimensional. I know there's some where like you have buildings and you can fire from across the buildings, but there's never where it's actually within the interior of the building. Or at least not with World War II, and not a lot of maps that I remember.
Sure, there is. What about Beer or Tin and the London Docks or say?
Yeah, but that's still 2-dimensional. You know what I mean?
Because they're still indoor though.
Which one?
Beer? The London Docks, yeah, Beer's indoors, Tin's indoors. It's in the boating docks.
Oh yeah, but you see that's completely different though because it's still 2-dimensional because it's still on the lanes, but there's no actual level across the entire thing. You know what I mean? It's like that lane is on a different level. I'm talking about like with CS, well not CS:GO, with fucking Siege. you have the 3 lanes that you can choose from, but there's 3
but
lanes on
Siege,
each level.
is like you're comparing apples to oranges with Siege, though. I mean, Siege is totally different like thing there, because Siege is they're totally different kind of objective game modes. I mean, Siege is all indoors. You don't have a choice to go outdoors unless, I mean, you do have a choice to go outdoors, but it makes it very hard. But like that's just like comparing apples to oranges. My point is just the way that it's laid out, the way I feel it should be. If it's 5v5, I just want to know if like how teams are going to play it. I want teams. I want to see more. Because almost every Call of Duty, you have the dominant, and it's always subs. I mean, World War II, PPSH was mainly the most thing. I mean, for certain maps, they'd have AR mains for heavies, but I mean, it was mostly.
You can mow down ARs.
Oh yeah, and it was so stupid. And then like take BO3 for example, the Vesper, when it had the buff, it was all Vespers. It was nothing else, and that's kind of the thing I didn't like, because like it's every game's been so sub heavy, and a lot of people like obviously a lot of people give criticism to the game, but I kind of like no. I mean I like kind of like
heavy game. You
know no. I mean, like balanced. I mean, like take AW for example. I mean, subs were very good, but so were the bow. Like the bow was such a good weapon as well. Like it was balanced. And then like take a game like Infinite Warfare, it was really balanced. You had your cars, and then you had your ERADs, and then you had the MV4s. Like it was very balanced, and I found it refreshing to play that way. And a lot of people didn't like Infinite Warfare because it was jetpacks, whatever. But I mean, if we're referring just to guns wise, like gun balance.
If it's pure like gunplay and how they work with the entirety of the game,
yeah, gunplay is not everything in a game, but I mean, like obviously gunplay is a really big part of it, because I mean, if you have a gun that can literally whatever, like a gun that can say shoots faster than others, an AR that shoots, so let's say like a FAMAS shoots twice as fast as any other regular AR, but yet it has low damage, but it shoots really quick, so it kills a lot faster at closer ranges. And then you have a sub that's really fast shooting, but it has a little bit more accuracy if you put, say, a long barrel on it. So basically, you're having the FAMAS, but you're having a sub with it. So instead of having a submachine gun, you're having an AR, and just one attachment made the entire difference. And that's kind of the thing that they don't understand. I feel like they don't understand that weapon attachments can make a gun really disgusting, and that's the thing that they should fix upon. Because I mean, they shouldn't make weapon attachments that heavy. I mean, long barrel obviously needs to be range difference, because that's what it's supposed to do. But I mean, it shouldn't make it an AR. I should not make it an AR. An AR should be an AR. An STG should not get outgunned by PPSH if they're hitting the same shots. It's just ridiculous, especially for like headshot damage with the PPSH was ridiculous. Right. Just stuff like that just needs to be changed into the games. And if they do that in BO4, which I had a great time playing BO4 beta, so I felt like everything was really balanced. I feel like the DMRs and stuff like that need a nerf, because I mean DMRs in that game were they were crazy. I'm not gonna lie, the DMRs in that game were quite insane.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, when I was playing the beta, I felt like the SMGs and the ARs are all very well balanced. I actually felt the first weekend I felt that the SMGs were a little too overpowered, and then the second weekend I can tell that they're a little underpowered, which is why I kind of switched to playing with an AR. Because like literally with an AR on Black Ops 4, you could shred. Like there's only, if you unlock the last SMG, the very final SMG, maybe you could contest other players that were really good with ARs. But other than that, I feel like the SMGs were like very lackluster. Or at least the players that I went against were very lackluster.
I mean, yeah, I like playing subs. I mean, I'm a sub heavy player because I like the rush and stuff like that. But I'm also a flex, so I can easily play with an AR as well. But I found myself trying to use a sub a lot. I tried to use a sub a lot more, and it's really just didn't work out as well as I wanted it to. Because I mean, yeah, it just feels like it takes a little bit longer than as like say.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they for sure nerfed the subs, because, like I said, the first weekend when it was just PS4, if you had the very first submachine gun, the MXN, the MX9 or something like that, like you could wreck. Like you needed nothing else except for that.
Well, you could still do it in the second part. It just wasn't as easy. I mean, I feel like the thing that they did was they made the game slower, and then like sliding was slower. But I mean, even with that, like I feel like the shooting either was slower or they made the nerf to the damage to the bullets. Because I mean, as I said, it felt like you were supposed to finish a kill, and I feel like you can only kill 2 people with the amount of bullets that you have. It's really like it sucks because like especially if you're like going for like a competitive standpoint. I mean, they obviously certain times you need to pull up with some really clutch plays, and you need to be there, and you just say you're in a search and destroy situation and you need to kill 3 people. You can't live off of 2 and then like depend on a reload or anything like that.
I think that's the advantage that the pick 10 system has, because with the pick 10 system that Black Ops 4 has, you can literally have your gun and completely decked out with nothing but attachments, which literally
you can have extended
mag,
yeah,
fast mag, and then the new one that they added, which was the advanced mag, which is the best of both worlds. You get a few extra rounds and a slightly faster reload. So.
Right. Yeah, I mean, stuff like that. I mean, it's obviously cool. I like it, whatever. But I just feel like the game needs a little bit. And I feel like obviously in the game also, I feel like it needs a little bit more, better subs. I mean, the MX9 was the only sub that anyone used. Besides, what was that other one? It was like a. It was really. It kind of reminded me of the Pharaoh. It looked like a Pharaoh, but it was fully automatic. Like it was like the fastest shooting gun in the game, not the Scorpion.
The fastest one was a little pistol looking thing.
Yeah,
but
it wasn't the Spitfire. It was let's see if I can find it. Best.
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. And it had this one specific attachment that it was an operator mod, the new attachments that they're adding. That basically you can't move very quick, but like the gun fires like ridiculously fast. Like you run out of that mag in like
it was stupidly fast. It was really. It was. I don't know why everyone's saying the Spitfire was the fastest. It wasn't. It was the other one.
Well, on a base level without attachment, Spitfire was the fastest.
Well, the Spitfire with the operator model was the fastest. The regular fastest. No. The new update. No, the new update. It wasn't. I know it wasn't because I have the stats for it. The Spitfire was not the fastest shooting gun in the second update.
So which one's the Spitfire? Is that one?
That's a Scorpion.
Oh, okay.
It's not. It wasn't. It wasn't the Scorpion. Hold on. Let me look at all the subs in the game.
It was a little pistol looking one, right, at the very end.
Yeah.
I don't remember what that one's called, but that one has the fastest rate of fire.
Let me see. They're not shopping, you cunts. Fuck.
Pretty sure you can find a video. Someone probably made a video.
Trying to. Playing with all the submachine guns. Okay. Okay, there's the MX9. The MX9 was a really nice gun, though, I will say. I found myself, though, like, I mean, it was really good. I'm not going to lie. I just felt like an AR could easily outgun you in close range with it. It just felt like... I still used it, though. I mean, don't get me wrong. Because I feel like the recoil kind of didn't do it justice either. Because I mean, you had guns. God bless you. You had guns like the AR that was like the Scar H kind of gun looking. I think it was.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
That gun destroyed, and it was disgusting. And like you could literally outgun anyone with that gun, and it was so easy.
Yeah, if you had a good sideline lockdown with that gun, it was probably a real easy.
That gun was crazy, so crazy.
Yeah. But if you landed your shots, like if you land every single shot, even if they were able to get sights on you first, if you're able to land all your shots, you could easily take that gun out.
Yeah, it was like a 3-shot gun, and it shot decently fast. I mean,
yeah, and I remember specifically one match because I was getting pretty pissed. I was running the KN, and there was a guy on the opposing team that had that Scar H, esque gun. and he was like mowing me down. I just got so pissed, and it got to the point, once I started actually landing my shots, I was able to take him out real quick. It wasn't hard.
Why is it like this gun never existed? I can't find it. What the hell?
Because it never existed.
Is it the SAUG? What the fuck? Yeah, the SOG. The SAUG, yes, the SOG was the best gun in the game. It was literally, it's so good. Like, Prodigy, no, it wasn't Prodigy. No, it was a friend that sounds like Prodigy. Yeah, the SOG. No, it was not Treasure. No, it was a guy named Apex Serpex. But anyway, no, this gun is so crazy. The only thing that sucks about this gun is that it runs out of bullets really quick. So, but like besides that, this gun can melt, and it melts so quickly.
Yep.
But yeah, the SOG was such a really disgusting weapon, and it can outgun the MX-9A every time. I swear to you, it doesn't matter. Like if they hit 3 shots on you, then they just need 1 more, and that shit's so fast, and it was ridiculous. But yeah, I feel like competitive is going to be really, really interesting, and I just hope they don't fuck up everything else with the community, because like usually what they do is they'll make it good in the launch, and then they'll start fucking with it, and then it'll start slowly getting worse, and it is every single time, because they just don't know how to leave shit alone. They just don't know how to do that. They can't leave shit alone. I mean, obviously the communities are going to find something to bitch about. But I mean, I felt like in Infinite Warfare, they did a really good job, and then they updated it. And that one update, I forgot which one it was, but they fucked everything. It was awful. I hated the game. Like I loved the game, and then they had the update, and then I just hated it because it just made everything else worse. And the ERAC got a nerf, like the MV4 got a nerf. Like it just sucked. It was not fun anymore. But
It wasn't fun.
No, it was not fun. It sucked. Everything sucked on it.
So you weren't having fun?
No, I was not having fun. It was so shitty.
How much fun were you not having?
Oh, just tons of not fun, dude. No fucking fun. Like it was like getting
not
AIDS.
a single piece of fun.
Yeah, not a single. Like it's like a poor orphan who's getting his share of bread, and the one fat kid just pisses on it and it stomps it to the ground, and it decides to plant like dirt all over it, and then just leaves. Like that's how much fun I had. I was that little kid. I just got like I had this perfect little piece of bread in front of me, and they just pissed on it. They stomped on it into the ground, and then they just put dirt all over it, and then never to be seen again.
do you guys remember whenever James Harden, when they people were first speculating Black Ops 4 because James Harden had that hat with the Black Ops 4 logo on it? Did y'all look at that or no?
No, because I didn't care.
Oh man.
Okay, so this is gonna be interesting. I'm looking at the map now because I just decided to look at it. I feel like a really good place to probably go. My question is, why is there so much free space? Like everything's here, right? Everything's like basically like right next to each other.
I mean, it may
like,
look
you see
big,
the
but
free
like
space.
you haven't seen the map, like actually.
Yeah, like because this map.
No. I'm not talking about the map is weird. I'm talking about like look at like the map and then look at factory and turbine and then look behind it. Like why is all this like open space? Like everything else is close together, you know?
Yeah, I doubt like, you can go there.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it looks like you can. I mean, they wouldn't just make roadways there, and it looks like there's like a little train station
Well,
over.
No, on Turbine, there was a drop off. There may be that drop off behind Turbine.
Yeah, because this is just like the map that the people were able to make based off of what they got. As in, this isn't surefire what the exact map is going to be like. So, for all we know, there could be none of that woodland space around it. It could be just completely cut off, like a little island, kind of like Fortnite. You know what I mean?
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, I don't personally think that's what it's gonna be. I think like you're gonna be able to see into the distance, and there's gonna be land, right? But you will have your game boundaries.
I'm just wondering how they're gonna pull this off because I mean it's just like Fortnite's a third person, PUBG's third person, and first person as well. But then like H1's the third person. But like Call of Duty, I'm just wondering what the health system's gonna be like because I'm obviously
I believe it's been confirmed that it's 150 health confirmed for Blackout.
Well, yeah, I mean obviously you can get like the health stuff, like you can say 150, but I'm talking about how it feel. Like, I mean, how will like the killing? How long is it gonna take? You know, what's the bullet drop off gonna be? You know, what if I shoot someone from the construction sites to array, or like someone that's halfway there with a sniper? Is it gonna do less damage, or do I have to hit a headshot to kill them fully? Like, I'm just wondering what that damage is going to be like how it's going to affect. See, not like
I don't think we'll be able to see like the damage output, but after a while, you should probably be able to get a feel of what the damage your weapons are capable of at certain ranges. Because like when you're playing multiplayer, right, and you this is more specific to SMGs because those are the ones that you can't have cross the map fights, right? But you know, with an SMG, you can usually estimate how many shots you got to put into someone before you know, at what range before they go, you know, before you kill them.
I mean, obviously,
So-
you're gonna have like you should have like the thing where it says you killed them or whatever, but like,
Oh yeah.
I just think that it's gonna be weird because I mean, obviously, everyone's gonna be used to, you know, killing people with a certain amount of bullets. Because I mean, it's gonna be really weird as well for like close to gun range maps, because like it's gonna be different because everyone like in the game, like you mostly don't use shotguns. I mean, there's like some people in the community that do, but like you mostly will use an SMG and you'll run around your favorite weapon, you know. But in this, I mean, you're gonna have to have strategies to it, which is gonna be a little bit different because obviously, if you're inside, you're gonna not want to have a submachine gun aim in that corner if you have a shotgun, you know. So things like that are gonna take like getting used to, and as well as I'm wondering how the backpack system is gonna work because obviously, like every game has like a holding.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to say. So two primary weapons that you can equip right off the bat. I believe you can have. They said you can have either 3 or 4 in storage, so on you, but you won't be able to access them. So you can instantly access 2 of them, but I think you're gonna have to go into your inventory to access the rest. And another cool thing when it comes to inventory, you can actually use, and this is one of the vehicles that I wasn't able to mention, but one of the vehicles, it's like a truck, right?
Right.
And you can load,
Bullets.
you know, inventory onto that truck.
Hmm.
And it will hold the inventory, and I think it's got like 20 spaces of inventory that it can hold.
So it's basically like a warhorse.
Yeah, and but if it does get blown up, you lose everything.
What are you laughing about, you crumpet?
No, I'm gonna put it in Discord. Bro, you need to put this in the fucking podcast, though. You need to put a picture of that.
According to Science, the company's going to block Crossplay because PlayStation is the best place to play. The best. Danny D, you make me laugh once again.
That's funny. That's fucking hilarious.
Another thing on the news as well under here is in a couple days, Tomb Raider: Shadow of the Tomb Raider is going to be coming around, and I am excited for it. I don't know if anyone else is excited for it.
I have
HD titties.
Yeah, it's going to be really crazy. You'll be able to pre-order it, and when you do pre-order it, you'll get it 48 hours earlier. So that'll be definitely cool. You get to play the game 2 days before anyone else, and then spoil the ending for everyone that hasn't played it yet. You know, it's awesome. But anyway, yeah, there's a couple things that are in this game that are actually different than anyone else's. Is basically we have the pathways. So basically, once you beat the game, they have the New Game Plus, which is not new or anything like that. Everyone's obviously had New Game Plus, like in Dark Souls, well, yada yada. But once you beat the game on New Game Plus, or beat the game in general, you get these 3 pathways onto here, and basically in New Game Plus, the work you've done will carry over into your next playthrough, as said onto the Square Enix or whatever the fuck it's called website. So basically, all your skills will be acquired, your weapons will still be there, outfits still come over, equipment upgrades will still come over, and your gear will still come over. And then also in New Game Plus, it says that you also unlock the 3 new pathways, which is the Serpent Path, the Jaguar Path, and the Eagle Path. Now, there's little descriptions that they give onto here, which it's really weird. The serpent basically, I'm not gonna read all of it, but the serpent basically gives stealthy and more. I don't know what this means. Subterfuge. Yeah, subterfuge. So basically, obviously, you're going to be able to take down your foes one by one. Fuck off, cunt. Take down your foes down one by one. You can use a lot. It'll be more skilled in decoys and sounds, and also you'll got to be able to do camouflage. I hate you so much. All right, Jaguar. Jaguar. Basically, your gameplay features are going to be off hunting and combat. You basically will be able to strike down your enemies at with an unrivaled ferocity. Your agility and close range powers will tear through your enemies with knife takedowns. So it'll be a lot cooler with that. The path of the eagle. Your gameplay features. Fuck off! I hate all of you. Basically you're gonna have a lot more traversal and resourcefulness. So you'll be able to observe.
So hard. I can't speak English.
All right, listen here, you Mexican cock. Go back to your country, faggot.
English so hard.
You can basically observe your enemies from afar, scout out and plan attacks, and then attack enemies at range.
Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday.
Oh, I hate you all. Can I just read this?
Are we still talking about Tomb Raider?
Yes,
Yeah.
they will stop being cocks.
He's literally giving you everything.
I wasn't listening
The
because
entire
I had
story.
to go talk to my mom.
I'm not giving you the entire story. There's a lot more onto here.
He's
I'm just
basically gonna
summarizing.
play the game for you, but verbally. That's what he's doing.
From his
I
mouth.
Verbally play the game. Welcome to my verbal walkthrough of Tomb Raider.
You know what? You can verbally see my picture of my asshole and then jerk off to it.
You see a picture of my ass in Braille.
I will do that.
I don't know how. I don't know about
Alright, and then combat, there's going to be your easy, your normal, your deadly obsession, which deadly obsession is going to be the same thing as hard, but there's just not going to be no HUD whenever you're getting detected, so you're basically going to have you're going to be like, it's going to be like the hard mode, but it's going to be without any HUD.
It's gonna be super duper.
Alright, listen here.
It's gonna be really stiff.
And then that's just for combat wise.
Really stiff combat.
Yeah, really, you know, full balls to the walls combat. Yeah, it's gonna be pulsing with just, you know, your brain is just gonna be so rock hard, and then like everything else in the game is just gonna be so freaking solid and then girthy. You know, the playthroughs are gonna be so girthy and hard that you're gonna have to sit there. You know, you're gonna have to jerk your brain a little bit.
Playthrough is not the actual, you know.
Yeah, the gameplay in itself is going to be super hard, and then you're going to have to jerk your way through the story, and then like it's basically going to be just a big splooge full of just fun, and there's going to be nothing but just hard, rock hard, solid gameplay. Just so
there
much.
Like a small dog in the background.
Yes, there is. That would be my dog, and he's not small.
He's big dog.
Yeah, he's big in all areas and aspects. Exploration, there's gonna be obviously it just like goes into detail about like the exploration and what it does and all these areas, and the same thing with puzzles, but I'm not gonna get into that. But yeah, if you guys want to order
if you want to get a verbal
get
walkthrough,
48, and if you could also dislike CJ's videos on YouTube, that'd be great too.
Pre-order, use the code SPLITCRUSH.
Yeah, this game's gonna be quite great. Quite great.
It's no gameplay. It's just gonna be someone reading you a story about Lara Croft.
I'm gonna read you a story on how I gave you HIV and no one saw you ever again.
What? Okay then.
All right.
Very interesting way of putting it. Okay, do we have anything else to be talking about? What?
Well, actually, there's a few things on Blackout.
All right, guys. Well, that is everything that we were going to be today. You know, I feel like everyone spoke their piece.
Okay, guys, that's all. We're done now.
Yeah, that's it. Go home. Get off YouTube. We'll be streaming on
There's gonna
Twitch.
be zombies on Blackout.
No, there won't.
Yes, there is.
Why would there be
No.
zombies? That's stupid.
There is. No, there actually is.
Podcast's over.
There is zombies.
Go home. It's over.
We'll talk about the zombies later.
No, there is no zombies. It's over. Ah.
All right, podcast is over. Let's go. Bye. Come
No.
back next time.
Follow our Twitter at Splitcross Gaming or something underscore org or something like that. Yeah,
Split
that
cross
thing.
underscore org.
It'll be on the screen. Prodigy will put it on the screen. Go do
No,
it,
I
or
won't.
it's
I'll forget.
it'll be in the description. It'll be something there. If you guys want some ASMR videos of me wanking off, that'll be in the description as well. Don't watch it in China though, because that's kind of banned.
Wait,
not the
ASMR
wiener
is
part.
banned in China?
Yeah, I think it's China, Japan.
Why?
What's not banned in China?
China.
Really?
Maybe it's Japan then.
Hey, that's racism. We can't put that in.
No, Japan, they're pretty fucking weird. I'm pretty sure they got that kind of shit over there in Japan.
Yeah, that's racism. We can't put that in there.
No, yeah,
Japan-
China did ban ASMR videos.
Why? What the?
Yeah, China. It says China bans ASMR
allowed to play
videos
in
citing
China.
vulgar and pornographic content. So, like any kind of mouth-like movement, like someone eating a grape or something, that's considered pornographic in their eyes.
Fuck. That's retarded. All right, well, this podcast is over. Follow our Twitter.
That's China.
Follow my Twitter. If you're already following CJ, unfollow him because he's just
Yeah,
like
he
Alright, well-
confirmed.
Denied.
Hashtag exposed. Good night. It's only 5:25. Well, not for the people that are watching. 'cause
good
it'll be
night
uploaded
and
later.
come back.
All right.